Hello TaleForgers! In this video I will show you how implementing ECS can improve your performance. Of course, it's all thanks to the BurstCompiler and jobs. However, the DOTS approach helps organize code and improve code management. Okay, so let's test some cases. To illustrate, I have increased the number of bullets to 20,000. The Unity Profiler is a tool you can use to get performance information about your application. You can connect it to devices on your network or devices connected to your machine to test how your application runs on your intended release platform. You can also run it in the editor to get an overview of resource allocation while you are developing your application. So how do we do performance analysis of our code? In Unity, we go to the Window, Analysis, Profiler tab. You can run the profiler as a separate process. This is very handy, so I will choose this option. Here we see the recording option. Leave it on. As we enable play in Unity, it will capture information about individual frames, which we will then analyze. Let's add micro-optimization, change Entity Index Inquiry to ChunkIndexInQuery. It is a little bit faster in the case of ECB. I would like to thank Gradient of Games for his advice in the Reddit community. Okay, so press play in Unity and stop after a few frames. Let's go to the profiler. Let's select frame and analyze the system operation in Job tab. I expand the window with the mouse wheel. The whole difficulty is to find our job. This is much more difficult with many systems. Fortunately, I was able to track down the job without too much trouble. Click on the bullet movement job. On each thread, operations take about 1 millisecond. Okay, let's see what happens when we disable BurstCompiler. Remove all BurstCompile attributes. Recompile. Press play. And of course, select correct frame. As you can see, all the results are still there because I didn't clear them. The results in Profiler are better than with Burst. Why? I read about this problem and, according to the documentation, you should disable native debug mode compilation, because enabling this mode makes all optimization disabled. I had this option enabled when I was debugging, so you might not be experiencing this problem as it is disabled by default. So let's go back to Unity, Jobs tab, Burst, Native Debug Mode Compilation. Of course, let's restore the BurstCompile attributes. Okay, now the expected result is better performance than if Burst had not been used. Let's turn on the game and... Actually, we get about 2-3 times faster execution of the same code. Of course, multi-threaded. Fantastic! And that's what we mean by optimization. Okay, let's examine the situation where we abandon multi-threading in favor of a single thread. Modify or remove all parallel writer calls and delete ChunkIndexInQuery. Also change schedule parallel to schedule. Go back to Unity, press play. Now you need to find a thread that bullet movement job is running on. As you can see, executing code on a single thread is slower than on multiple threads. I have put together a summary of all the results I received. It is immediately obvious that burst plus parallel jobs gives the best results. As you can see, using burst and single thread is apparently slower, but the result is a more stable game. 55 FPS. Without burst and with multi-threading, the result is worse. 52 FPS, therefore it is best to combine both techniques and get a stable 60 FPS. But it is definitely better than the first solution. It has no burst, no threads. Thanks for your time. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and support us on Patreon. And I hope to see you in the next videos.